Last Friday, I gave you a little information sheet that I had you go through and calculate the average length of your shower as well as how much water came out. This is kind of taking that to the next step. This is a lab that you're going to want to make sure you turn in, make sure you put your name on it, and you can turn in the basket when you're done. But you already did part of this. You already turned on your shower. You placed a container under, you collect it. You used a measuring cup to find the volume. So we're just going to kind of do the calculations. We'll come back to this in another unit where we'll kind of extend upon this. So don't lose that information. Otherwise, that on that little sheet. Otherwise, we'll have to do this part again. But the idea is number of people in your family. It's the idea of how many people are in your house. Do you include that your brother who's off at college or not? I guess that's up to you. Currently, we have 4 people in our family. Okay, in my household. The volume per 30 seconds. Now, notice how this says in gallons. You probably didn't measure in gallons. You measured in cups. You measured it in pints. You measured it in milliliters or liters. I don't really care. Use your iPad. Go to Google. And if you said, well, I had 52 cups in gallons, and then you hit search, it's going to come through and it's going to give you a number. So if you physically type in 52 cups in gallons and you hit search, it's going to give you a number. Then you're going to write that number right here, whatever that number is. So that's how much water came out of your shower in 30 seconds. Now, I want the flow rate in gallons per minute. That's what GPM, gallons per minute. And it should be between, it should really be probably pretty close to like 2.5, 3-ish would be a pretty reasonable estimate. For most people's, maybe down to 1.25, but 2.5 is kind of the standard. So this is gallons per 30 seconds. So in order to get gallons per minute, you just you go through and you double that. So that's going to be gallons per minute. And then this is your average shower length. So I'm just going to make some numbers up and say, oh, well, my average gallons per minute was 2.5 gallons per minute. I take on average a 10-minute shower. How many gallons per shower am I going to take? 2.5 times 10 is I'm going to use 25 gallons of water. Now, if we skip this next line temporarily, we're going to go through and we are going to calculate the cost of the water. So the school is part of the Village of Weston. The Village of Weston charges you for sewer and water. Every gallon of water you use is $0.00505 per gallon, or 0.505 cents. Okay, it's half a cent per gallon. So then what you would do is you take your gallons times the cost per gallon, and that'll give you your cost per shower. Okay, your cost per shower. It's going to be small. 25 times half of a cent is going to be really, really a small number. That from this step to this step, you're going to use this conversion factor right here. So 25 gallons per shower. So I have 25 gallons per one shower, and I want to cancel gallons. So my conversion up here says that for every 1 gallon, I want to cancel gallons. So 1 gallon goes on the bottom. It's 3.7854 kilograms. Gallons cancel, and I'll be left with kilograms per gallon. And that is what goes in that line. That's it. We'll come back to this and we'll do more with this in another time, the next unit for our shower lab, where we'll go through and we'll heat the water. Right now, we're just kind of talking flow rates. So once you're done with that, make sure your name's on it. You can turn it into the basket.